Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live plumbing.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. Freddie, you have to get up. We've got a morning show to do.
Just give me 5 more minutes. Where'd I put my hat?
Come on, Freddie. You don't have time. Get out of bed.
I can never find my hat when I need it.
We'll get the hat at the studio. Let's go. Pour yourself some coffee and get to the studio because it's time for the morning show.
Now, where's my bell? Welcome to the morning show. I didn't know it took 2 weeks to write a paper.
Morning. When was the last time you wrote a 3,000-word paper?
Last night.
Happy Monday, everyone. You have a nice weekend?
Does it take you that long to write a paper?
I don't know. How many pages is 3,000 words?
Basically like 6.
I think it's 6.
It's like 6, 7 pages.
I give you 2 days. 3 weeks?
Is that 3 front and back or 6 front and back? Is it like...
No, just
6 altogether.
6 altogether. So,
yeah, no front and back.
oh, yeah, no. Probably. Quicker than 2 weeks. Anyway, I don't know. I wrote my thesis once. I'm not planning on doing another one. So anyway, how was everyone's weekend? Happy Monday. What a Friday we had here. I'm sorry you missed it.
I know, I'm sad.
Yeah. I went home Friday. Oh my gosh. I don't even know how I got home. I could barely speak. I was so tired. Like,
tired of what?
Socializing. Yeah.
Cleaning? Partying, talking, all of that. Then you came in and then you did the mops on Saturday. I did the metals and I did the regular floor and you did the theater on Saturday.
It was pretty
black.
It was stuff I didn't know. I couldn't identify what it was.
How many people do you think we had here? About 35, 40? I don't know. There were people in the lobby. I don't know. But we had more. Before we had furniture, we used to have even more than that.
Yeah, that wasn't the biggest we've ever had.
Legato, you gotta love Andrew. He gets on the mic. If you do not want to be on camera, you're going to sit over there on the corner side. He got it all taken care of, though.
It was good. It was a good show. It had a lot of elements, a couple of things that we tried differently. Good, bad, or indifferent. It is what it is. And another year in the books.
You really said and you wonder why you're not married. I always go back to that. Wow, that's the excitement
you
get
excited?
After 8 years and hundreds of crew members and the job that they did putting it together. Grace was like everywhere. You had Andrew,
impressive.
You had G-Man, you had...
I was prepared until you said that we were doing interviews, and then I got thrown for a loop and ran around like I was crazy.
I almost threw another curveball at you, but I saw
I would have cried. I actually probably would have sat down and cried.
The way you looked at me but you've done those phone calls. VMix calls is the easiest call in the world.
Yeah, but I had the show laid out, and then you were like, actually, we're going to add in 3 VMixes. And I was like literally sitting with Aiden being like, okay, we're going to do this, then this, then this. And I was writing it all down, and you were like, also we're doing this. And I almost went home.
Don't worry. I felt the same way when he was like, and we're doing one more thing. And I went, we're doing what?
I was going to do an external... with the phone like we do.
I probably would have just went home at that point.
I want to go to that place that I found, this ice cream parlor I want to go to.
I sent it to you.
Did you go talk to them?
No.
I was hoping.
Was
I was hoping that little, do you think this would be a good remote? And you said, yes, it's right down my street. I was hoping you would read my mind and say,
never there.
Let me go talk to them.
The manager's never there, and they usually leave 1 or 2 students there.
All right, so we're going to call them.
What place is this?
What place is it?
It's an ice cream place that got voted like best ice cream shop in South Florida.
It is.
In Boynton Beach. It looks like
It's
this old
small.
mom and pop little place.
As big as this.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It's very
We all
small.
can't fit there. Oh, and J&D Cake said we're going to pop in there one day because their place is about this size also. So we can't do a full remote, just someone to pop in and do a thank you.
And I got the best pizza in Boynton. He's another guy who says, yeah, but it's maybe smaller than this, but it's the best. These are takeout places.
I think you're tired. You're a little tired?
I'm a little tired.
Why? What'd you do this weekend?
Well, I've been working this week.
Not me. I didn't even bring my computer home, and I thought I can always come back and get it. And then I thought about it yesterday and said, nope. I just
So-
did not have the wherewithal to sit and do it.
So we are going to publish a game, a board game. Oh, this is why I'm saying that. It's
Yeah.
called the Brooklyn Cafe on Tour, and it's an animated game that he's putting together, and it's us heading to a destination. It could be New Orleans, California, and all the towns that we meet in there, and then we're gonna put in some pieces in there of, we go to jail and somebody has to sing to get us out, or we're in a nightclub and somebody has to.
Who is it? A board game or a digital game?
It's a digital game to be played on TikTok and all this.
Who is they?
Well, Gio showed me how he played this stupid game over the weekend, and he got 1,100 hits in 15 minutes. Apparently, the logistics of game boarding has its own world, and they put it out in certain places, and everybody sees it. So we saw it as a prime opportunity to showcase the Brooklyn Cafe show.
That's your excitement of the day?
No, it just takes a lot of stuff to do this.
You need more hands, but we got to manage the hands that we have.
No, I didn't ask for more hands. It's just, sometimes you're physically not tired, but mentally you're tired because you're trying to put different things together that make sense.
Yep. And mentally today we've got Denise Marsh and Sally and Russ all coming in today. So,
Today is your day.
so if
Today
you all want to
will
be,
handling
if you,
all of that.
if you all want to be mentally prepared,
So we're going to have Lights in the Nights taping tonight,
yes.
4 o'clock, which you schedule a meeting.
I think they're at 3:30. You know, he's at 4.
Well, we have to go after the maniac next door plays music, so.
Whenever you do it, that meeting's just a phone call, so that's not a problem.
I thought she was coming in.
Phone call.
Okay. All right, I'll let you handle that.
What are you doing today? You going home and going back
Taking
to
a
bed?
nap.
Because so far I'm taking care of the 11 o'clock, the 12 o'clock, the 2:30, the 4,
But
and
you-
the 4 o'clock
But
meeting.
you called all those.
You got to keep going, right? You got to keep going. You got to find your calling and keep going.
What did you enjoy the most of on Friday?
I think of all the different people that we had in here. I love that Kyber's dad came. I love that Abdullah's dad and brother came. I love that our producers invited their family and engaged in being part of what we do, because we don't often get to meet family members. We got to meet Grace's mom at one of our events. I haven't met anyone else's mom, but when the producers buy in
You met
and take
Casey's
onus
parents.
in what they do here, I've never met Casey's parents.
Yeah, you and him.
No.
Yeah.
And what they do here, and they invite them, that I really enjoyed. And I thought, wow, we've got 2 FAU professors here. I
So
thought
that's
that
what
was
you
pretty
enjoyed
cool.
about the whole Friday. The
We-
whole Friday.
we
with
do
all
shows
the things
all
that
the
went
time.
on, that's what you enjoyed.
I think that people really had a nice time. There was tons of food. Everyone seemed happy and engaged. Old friends came by. Tracy Latome came by, our new mom, and we had Frank, and all of our usuals were like cheers. You know, we have our usuals that hang out in the club. And then we had new people come in, which I thought was really nice.
I thought Gato doing his bit.
Well, that's Gato. Thank
and
goodness.
Then this one's face was priceless.
When he said when he should control the mic.
She went, what?
Well, when he came and started doing that, I knew I wasn't going to have to run around that, because people kept. I never got off the stage much because everyone kept coming up and having more things to say,
I made
which was
6
great.
pots of coffee. I went through 2 bottles of booze.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, actually.
For coffee, not booze. I mean coffee. And thank God Tracy was here. Tracy Lacombe
Latome, yeah.
was here because she helped me out tremendously. I couldn't keep up to all that.
So at that, I enjoyed having all the different people. I really enjoyed seeing their parents with us, because I thought that was like,
That was
wow.
what you found most interesting?
Yeah.
The whole day, that's what you found most
My old neighbor came by. I thought that was
I
interesting.
didn't even get to meet her.
We're going to go do a remote at an equine therapy center out in Wellington, I believe. So
I didn't even get to meet
we're
her.
going to hook that up. It's for
That's the second time I didn't get to meet her.
They work with special needs and anyone who wants equine therapy. So that's cool.
She only comes during the
Parties?
The parties, during the anniversaries. And every time she comes in, I'm always running around.
She has a beautiful, beautiful backyard, and she said once it cools off, she said come over and do a backyard shoot.
I remember hearing that the first time.
But it's been hot, so I have to like put it in my mental bank to actually go over and do it.
What did you enjoy on Friday?
I enjoyed after everything was clean and everything was done. We all just hung out and like talked about the day. I thought that was really fun.
I thought everybody was decompressing and falling asleep.
Yeah, I think that one was fun.
Amazing teamwork, I have to say.
Thank you.
Because we've had parties here in the past, and everyone would leave. There was a party one year, I think it was our first party. Everyone left, even you, because you were still at the radio station back then. And it was me and Jen G.
Here?
Here.
The first year, 4 years ago?
It was like that Thanksgiving. Me and Jen G. were here cleaning up 150 people.
That wasn't Thanksgiving. That was the friendship thing you did.
Friendsgiving.
Friendsgiving. Was that Thanksgiving
Yes.
Day? Well, I didn't think anybody was going to show up.
So we had 150 people, and when everybody left, it was me and Jen
I
G.
remember that.
cleaning this entire place. And I thought,
Never doing this
we're
again.
doing this again
I didn't think anybody was going to show up.
for that one. But I loved you have been totally on point the past week, so I thank you for that.
Yeah.
And apparently you got lots of stuff going on the outside, but you've really been on point, so thank you
Thank you.
for all of that. And we're going to bring you up to speed now that you're back and feeling better, which is great. There's a lot of stuff going around. People are sick in and out.
Yeah,
And
tell
when they're
me
getting
about
sick,
it.
they're getting sick.
I didn't know that Linda worked actually. It's a hospital. It ain't a senior home. It's a hospital. You know, when I go to the ER, it looks like a hospital.
She works in a hospital?
The senior home had a lot of hospital look to it. You know, beds and people.
Well,
and
people
sick.
sleep there, so they have beds, yes.
But it looks like a hospital ward. It looks like an ER ward, to be honest with you.
Oh, man. Well, so what was your favorite thing?
What was my taking off that robe that weighed 400 pounds and start
You
there?
do look kind of creepy in that robe, I must say. I don't know what it is. When you put the hood up,
All hoods make you look creepy.
you think?
Yeah. And then you wear a mask, you're gonna look double creepy.
I don't know how you guys wore those capes.
I'ma
'cause
tell you.
it was sweaty as is.
I'm gonna tell you, it was smoking. There was smoke coming out of that. My glasses fogged up. It was so smoky.
So this weekend I finished watching Bridgerton.
Yes! Oh my
Are we going to talk about this?
Have you all seen it?
Yes.
Season 3?
Yes.
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs
Thumbs up.
down.
I liked it.
The third season?
What? No.
It was not as good as the first two or the Queen season.
Charlotte?
I've been wanting
better than second.
Really?
it to
I
be
don't
Colin
agree.
and Penelope's season since the first season.
But okay, hear me out.
Cute.
Every other, he's just not paying attention anymore.
This is how we feel when you talk about sports.
No, I'm actually. It was voted #1, so I made a promise that I would see Netflix #1 show. So that's on the.
Bridgerton was voted number 1?
Bridgerton. Yeah.
So I finished watching it last night. My son said, just what you said. Season 3, not my thing. But I don't want to sway your opinion. He said, watch and see what you think. So we
Yeah.
finished the finale. And I thought the messages that Shonda Rhimes put out for women empowerment was tremendous. And if you look back at the whole season, all the seasons, and you see how it formed season 3, her message of Penelope, pen, right? So she was behind the pen. What that was. Even the butterflies at the end, I thought was amazing and transforming.
I'm beginning
I
to
know,
just
it's not a
get
thing
so
for you.
disinterested. Really. Have you seen it?
Bridgerton,
It's on the list.
Right now I'm watching the second part too, like the Queen Charlotte's one.
which is good.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Queen Charlotte one is the
Love
best.
Queen Charlotte makes
yeah.
me cry.
It's it's such
hard.
a like. It's if you want women empowerment, but also like the most
I
love
also started
story
watching
out of
it
any
before.
one
Yeah.
of them, it's the best one.
Because if you think about back in the day, did women ever really have a voice? They were married off. This is what the story, right? Storylines were married. They were had their matches. Not always the husbands were kind, and they had to do what they had to do.
Back in the day, that
be
sounds
married.
like today.
And they didn't have their voice, but when they could actually finally find their voice, what that meant.
What do you mean?
Well, it does mimic a lot of like today, because some people marry for economic. Like some women are like have to marry for economic reasons to people that they don't like, and it does very much like it's supposed to represent today, and of course it over exaggerates, but it's supposed to have real implications to today.
I think it still does, and the way she even
Yeah.
tied it in with the wall, how she was always on the outside of the wall as the wallflower until being in the center, and people women being invisible, but knowing they had something to say, but were afraid to say it. Kind of what we do here, right? This is how we built our whole platform, on women who knew they had things to say, but didn't know how to say it, and men who didn't want their wives to have a voice, but yet they had something to say. It's everything that we do here that
I
was way
wasn't
back
aware
then.
that was our platform. But
Really?
Thank you for. Yeah, it's not about what. No, there's a big
Really?
difference the way you approach it.
How many
the
years
way I
have you and
approach
I had these conversations?
it. No, I've seen you make women out in the open say, "I want a divorce," because they felt like
They had
it
no
was suppressed.
voice.
Yeah, but that's not today. This has been going on for an eternity, and it continues today. There's less of it because they highlight women who have something to say. Say it. There's not too much holding back now.
Not now, but back then. What's it, 1800s?
Yeah, but back
Yeah,
then they
it's the
executed.
Gilded
They,
Age.
they executed you.
Yeah,
Now,
history major.
It was Queen Charlotte. What year?
You weren't here for fun facts with Grace.
oh, that she'll
Nathan, what
run it
year
down
was,
for you.
King George and Queen Charlotte-ish.
Ish.
But
Ish.
it was pretty. I liked the whole thread of the
Is
women
that like
empowerment.
is it like a good series or is this like a chick flick?
I think there's 3 seasons. So actually, there's 4 because there is
There's
Queen
technically
four.
Charlotte.
I think it's
The
kinda
target
slow.
audience is
Do
women,
you?
but it has
Yeah, we're done with this.
like things that men would like too. A lot of men have been like, I just watched it to
Well, I
make
heard
my
the
wife
sex
happy and
scenes.
then enjoy it.
I heard the sex
The
scenes
sex
were
scenes
outrageous.
yes. Season 1 you would like.
It's outrageous?
Pretty much, yeah.
See, it gets like season 1 and 2 are probably like the most sexy scenes, and then Queen Charlotte is a little different, and then season 3 I heard they switched showrunners, so
What
they're
does that
What
mean?
does that mean?
the showrunner is basically in charge of
What's gonna happen?
creative decisions, so they're in charge of like pacing, set, colors, that kind of stuff, like second down from director.
And they changed it in what fashion?
Different people, like the people, it was the same person for 1 and 2, so that's why 1 and 2 look similar, and then Queen Charlotte is different, and then season 3 it had a different feel.
Totally, because you didn't see anyone full frontal nudity in season 1 or 2.
No.
But season 3,
Everybody's naked?
So
not everybody, but you saw, and it would be the person you would least likely to think in modern society that they would show full frontal on.
Is that good or bad?
Up to your opinion, really.
Male or female?
Female.
Nicola Coughlan, who played Penn, she did an interview, and she was like, so they have an intimacy coordinator, and they were like, the intimacy coordinator had like a much milder scene, and then she was like, I have perfect breasts right now, so why not show them? And she was the one that advocated to be full frontal.
It was interesting.
Yeah, it was crazy.
You know, I read an article how actors and actresses write in their contracts about kissing.
Yeah.
How they don't want it.
Touching in any part.
Denzel
Yeah.
Washington will kiss. He doesn't want to kiss white women.
Oh, well.
But not because he's racial, but because his fan base frowns upon it, and they sort of crucify him when he did it. So he did a movie with what's her face from I can't remember her name. She has a long flock hair, and she's a famous actress, and she got insulted that he didn't want to do a kissing scene. Now there's kissing scenes, and then there's kissing scenes.
Well, this has got some
Yeah.
kissing scenes.
They'll kiss
know they
they'll kiss a
broke-
lip as opposed to kissing.
Or angles, yeah. There's a whole role called an intimacy coordinator, and they are in charge of choreographing any physical intimacy that you see on the stage. And they are the ones that are in charge of cameras, lights, action. They're the ones that, like, will figure out how to, like, keep privacy between the people, make sure, like, nothing goes wrong, anything like that. Like, that's a whole paid role.
Like, I don't know how they could have kept that whole situation private.
Well, they also got to be careful because they get rated, and then you can't put it on television if it gets too graphic.
well, it's
or it gets rated.
Netflix.
I know, but they'll get it rated. It won't be so the public can see it, they'll put it on a special.
But like the
But
the-
Netflix
channel.
owns it. They can
Yeah,
do whatever
it's
they.
a
It's
private,
Netflix
it's a
original.
private production, so Netflix.
So they
put
can
it-
show sex?
Yeah, they can do whatever
show
they
whatever
want.
they want as long as like.
Oh, that's different.
the scene in the carriage.
Oh.
I just felt like season 3, all the other seasons had such a good slow burn to them, and you didn't really exactly know. You knew it was gonna happen, but it always took like a little bit for it to get there. I feel like it was like the 3rd episode that
Yeah.
like everything was already figured out, and I was kind of sitting there like, we don't need another 5 episodes for season 3.
Yeah.
It's done now.
To know what was going to happen, who was going to,
Yeah.
that they were
Yeah.
going to end up together.
They had way too many side plots in season 3
Okay.
that they rushed the pacing so
That is
much.
also because every single every other side character in season 3 had a romantic interest.
Yeah. They
There
had
was
their
n-
own storyline.
There was so much else going on. Like season 1, 2, and the Queen, like those were all strictly about one individual person.
Yeah.
And then you got to season 3, and it's like the mom has a love interest, and like the sister, and like Penn, and then one of the brothers or something like. It was
Yeah,
so many love.
Benedict
It was so many love interests.
Yeah, how'd you like the Benedict storyline with the threesome?
that one?
Have
Felt
you watched
I
all this?
think he should have gotten his own season. I am very upset that he did not get his own season.
So the whole story is approached as sorry, spoiler alert, threesome.
that one felt a bit forced.
Yeah. And can we also talk about Francesca? I'm a little bit mad about that one because
Which one's Francesca?
Francesca is
The one
the
who
one that
started
plays
with?
the piano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because in the books, she loves her husband. She genuinely loves him. And
Oh,
then
are there books to this?
Yeah. Bridgerton is based off of a
course.
book series.
Ah.
So every book is their own character.
That
Yeah.
I knew. I didn't know they had
So,
made
like,
a film.
Season 1 is called The Duke and I, like the book.
Yeah.
Ah.
Season 2 is, I forget. But,
Is there only 3 books then?
no, there's like 7.
6. Oh, I was wrong. No,
Same
right.
thing.
So they're gonna make more.
Yeah, there's more seasons.
Have you
But-
guys read or seen the film from 50 Shades of Grey, the book versus the movie?
I haven't read the book.
I didn't read the book.
Watched the
Did you
movie.
see
a
the
few
movie?
times.
You saw the
Yeah, a
movie?
few times.
I watched
She
it
said,
a few
I've seen it a
times."
few times.
Why?
Think
you
how
liked
young they
it?
were when they came out.
You like the movie?
It was okay.
I say I
I
like
the
it.
books better than the movie.
I-
Do
The
you?
movie I thought was entertaining.
I
Yeah.
thought the movie was the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
It was
They were
kind
trying
of
to make a
get
point of
into
a
it.
book. It's like you say pressing it too hard and
Yeah.
trying to.
So can you untie 50 Shades? It's the whole purpose is like trying to introduce what's Dakota Johnson? What's her name? Anna?
I guess.
Something like that. But it's trying to like introduce Anna into the world of like BDSM. Am I allowed to say that on here?
Yeah.
So
It's private. It's Netflix.
on like is trying to introduce Anna into the world of BDSM. So what they should have done is like made the character as weary as her, or like made the audience. So like they should have started and like the audience at first be like, this is weird, and then slowly warm up to
That would
it.
have been cool.
But they didn't, and they made it super cringy. And when you do that, the audience is like, this is stupid, and pulls back, and they don't feel
a lot
what the
of
main
women
character's
love
feeling.
the whole thing. I spoke to
Well,
women that all of a sudden they're like they have all these secrets about what they're looking at, and they take their boyfriends or their husbands. I saw guys walk out of the movie theater, which I guess they weren't comfortable with what's going on, and the women that stay behind were laughing.
It's always interesting to watch men cringe when you watch sex scenes because things you don't think they're going to cringe at, they cringe at. They get all kind of squirmy.
It's a movie.
And they get like all uncomfortable, but yet for all these years and centuries it was always the women who we were suppressed and we were not doing things, and the men got out and got to gallivant and travel and do the things that men did. But you know what, we're really pretty strong, so it's the men that get squirmy, not us. Just
Now you
saying.
take over, be all the squirm you can be, like the Navy.
When you compare films of like what was made for the female gaze and what was made for the male gaze, it makes it very obvious to see like why men get upset, because we talked about this in school a lot. Like 50 Shades is made for the female gaze. It's made for women.
But
So
why
men aren't
would men
supposed
get
to like
upset?
it.
Oh, men can learn from it. How's that?
They should, but again, like I was saying, men sort of go into entertainment with like a pride, whereas women are more susceptible to like hear things out and a little bit more open-minded. But men, when they're viewing entertainment, you kind of have to like push it right in front of them, whereas women can read between the lines a little bit more. So it depends on who you're trying to target.
Yeah, so when you try to explain Bridgerton to a guy who missed some of the innuendos of it, you're like, wow, it was totally not made for men.
No.
Well, I think that yes and no. I think men sort of.
I want you to watch it
I feel
and
like maybe
let
season
us know.
3 was more made for men because I feel like everything is up front. It's really easy to understand.
Yeah.
Whereas the first two, like the first three, I guess 3 seasons, like the 2 and then the Queen,
Yeah.
are like a lot more subtle undertones.
Oh, the
And
Duke was pretty hot.
The Duke was really hot.
That I gotta
I'm
tell you.
so
As far
mad
as
he
the
left.
hot scale, season 1 was the hot scale.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
Duke was,
Who
what
was?
can I say, hot.
What's the guy's name in season 2?
Anthony.
Anthony, the guy. Yeah.
He's the Viscount.
The whole scene with him and his father, that is a groundbreaking scene, and
That-
it makes you understand the whole family.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Watch it and see. Anyway, why don't we take a commercial break? Bring the guys into this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell when some of the guys are out on a Monday morning, so we don't have Bax, we don't have Aiden. It totally changes the complexity of the conversation when it's female based.
Braxton probably would turn into a female.
I don't think so. Anyway, more to come on the other side of this commercial break. Give us a call, 888-994-4995, Studio B. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Do you have diabetes? If you have insurance, you may qualify for a new continuous glucose monitor. With a CGM, you can continuously track your levels and trends, spend more time in range, significantly lower your A1C, and share important data with loved ones and caregivers. Most importantly, a CGM eliminates the one thing most people with diabetes hate: painful finger sticks. Take charge of your health. Order your new continuous glucose monitor today. If you use insulin and have seen your diabetes care provider within the last 6 months, you may qualify for a CGM today. We'll do all the insurance paperwork and deliver your new CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost to you. Medicare and most insurances cover continuous glucose monitors, so don't wait. Have your insurance handy and call the CGM Health Hotline now.
I am a non-attorney spokesperson representing a team of lawyers who help people that have been injured or wronged. If you've been involved in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident, or injured at work, you have rights, and you may be entitled to money for your suffering. Don't accept an offer you get from an insurance company until you talk to a lawyer, and we represent some of the best personal injury lawyers you can find. Tough lawyers that will fight to win your case, and they're so good they stake their reputation on it by only getting paid if you win. So if you've been in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or hurt on the job, find out today for free what kind of compensation you may be entitled to. Call the legal helpline right now.
800-613-3597. 800-613-3597. 800-613-3597. That's 800-613-3597.
Welcome to the Chocolate Spectrum, nestled in the heart of Jupiter, Florida, where every sweet indulgence tells a story of hope. Founded by Valerie Herskowitz for her son Blake, who is on the autism spectrum, the family-owned Artisan Chocolate Company has been spreading joy since 2013. Here, individuals with autism and other developmental disabilities are empowered with training and employment opportunities, which not only give them purpose but also teach valuable skills. Support a greater cause with your exquisite treat by shopping in-store or online at shop.thechocolatespectrum.com, with shipping nationwide all year round, or call at 561-277-9886. The Chocolate Spectrum, where every bite makes a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
It's like putting up another show in place of your shows. You would want to keep that up?
We've, they've made mistakes before. You've never taken a show down for anyone.
Yeah, when I'm chasing something this big, but
You've never taken a show down.
Okay.
Ever.
Anyway.
Not that show, anyway.
No, I understand. I said edit it.
We'll edit it.
We'll figure it out.
What else you got cooking? What else you got going on? How was your weekend?
It was good.
What you do?
I went to the Garden Butcher. I don't know if you guys have been.
What is that?
Saturday.
Garden Butcher.
It's like this, you can order food, but it's mostly like to-go stuff. It's supposed to be like clean stuff and use all like farmers.
Is it up here?
Around. Yeah, it's near the Whole Food, or no, like Yoga Joint and like Rivoli's, or Rotelli's Plaza.
It's a restaurant?
Like it's more like order and sit down.
What'd you order?
I got the buffalo chicken wrap.
So you like to eat clean?
Yes. Oh. Yes.
You like to eat clean?
Yeah.
You've always been that way? Are you vegan?
No.
So you like to eat clean food?
Yeah.
For lack of a better.
I'm running out of things to eat. I'm running out of things that I can eliminate from my diet to see if I feel better.
Well, you know,
and
grass
I'm down
is always
to,
one
and
flavor.
I'm down to grass.
Grass is always one flavor. You know, you can only do so much with lettuce.
I'm like,
Okay.
What could you be doing? Well, okay, well, if I take out nuts, and if I take out granola, and if I take out oatmeal, and I take out all these things that I think are causing inflammation in my body, it leaves me with eggs. And then someone says, well, eggs cause more allergies than other things. I'm like, what does that leave me to eat? Cookies.
You know, eating is supposed to be
Pretty much, it leaves me down to cookies and cake.
Sugar and
sugar,
flour and
which does not make me sick.
And all byproducts.
But then I'm like, well, maybe I should
more
stop
cookies.
gluten also. So now I'm thinking,
Joy,
what can I
Joy,
possibly eat?
Just have fun with the food. It doesn't matter what you eat, just eat less of it. You see, this much food and this much food, it's the difference.
So then I'm thinking I may go back to protein shakes, but then do I
Go
want
back
whey,
to that again.
or do I want pea
I don't want to say
protein?
nothing, but protein shakes give you a mustache. Women, it's a true story.
Only if you do certain protein.
No, not that kind of mustache, but that's good.
Why do you?
No.
That's not true.
Look it up. Look it up. There's something in it, some kind of chemical that gives facial hair on women.
Well, then you have
Women
to
already have facial hair.
But it becomes more relevant.
only if it's
you
got
can see it.
testosterone in
I said
it.
I'd have to spike your testosterone to
Yeah.
do that.
Something in the protein shakes.
Well, you gotta
You
look. You
know
gotta
what?
read the ingredients.
I tell you
then.
what. Suck it down, lady.
Let me know what protein
Drink
shake.
down that protein shake.
I didn't know Freddie was a registered dietitian.
I am.
Giving out all this advice right now.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. You can learn it one way. You can learn it the hard way.
Like Baxi drinks this giant whey protein shake, and
Yeah,
I
look
know,
at him.
and I know whey isn't like
Look at
the
him.
greatest protein shake for some
It's
people.
the worst.
So then you're looking at
You say it's the worst?
vegetarian, vegan
For
type.
some people,
For
if
some.
you're lactose intolerant.
Yeah, well, then you shouldn't be nowhere near that. But whey has a lot of byproducts in it.
And what do you drink?
I drink the protein drink, and I don't drink it
And
all
what
the
kind
time.
of protein is in
Yeah.
it?
It's called protein.
And what's in it? Is it whey? Is it hemp? Is it pea protein? Is it?
I'll
You can
get the
get
bottle.
protein
You
from
can
a whole
read
bunch
it.
of different
And I'm gonna tell you the one thing I did a lot of different. This is the only one that I can hold down. The rest of them I didn't like.
What brand is it?
Oh, it's in the garbage. I'll show it to you. But I gotta tell you, I weighed a lot of it because as a diabetic, I can't just put anything into my body. So I have to weigh out protein versus carbs and that whole math. thing that goes on.
And then the preservatives that make them shelf stable make me a little nervous also. So if it's on a shelf, I can't tell you it's the cleanest protein.
Yeah, but you know, Dawn, I've known you 8 years, and in 8 years, people have thrown everything from water to glass to other stuff, and what happens?
I get sick on everything.
Thank you.
Everything.
There's a diet that people with autoimmune disease have where it's super strict. It's like only vegetables or something. I've sent it to you, but people say that works really well when you're trying to figure out what's wrong. Yeah.
Paleo?
No, it's called like AOI or something. Autoimmune something.
Because I have
But now you
autoimmune
have
disease.
now
and
you have
everything inflames.
hives. Now you have an itch. So something you're eating.
That's what I'm saying. So how many things can I eliminate to figure out what it is? Maybe I just
Well,
go
what
to
did you
vegetables.
add? Maybe it's the peanuts you added.
But I
Peanuts are
cut those
very.
out too. So I don't know what it is.
But don't eat so many of them.
So I stopped. So that's
The
what I'm saying. I
pecan-
stopped
the pe-
eating.
Those little.
I stopped eating those too.
Those,
I gave them to you. You finished them.
I ate them.
You have hives?
But I had like a hive.
The pistachios. The
Pistachios.
things, and there be people that can eat everything, but I think because I have autoimmune disease, the older I get, the more sensitive I get to life.
It's something
pretty
I
much.
read that says that when you eat certain foods during the time of day when your body is doing its transition, is not the day to eat, not the moment to eat it during the day. It gets really complicated.
It gets complicated, right? If you think some people lived and ate whatever they want.
Remember that green thing when I first met you? You used to drink that.
The matcha?
Blech.
Now matcha's huge. Now people love matcha.
I love matcha.
But maybe it tastes better now.
People love matcha now.
I took it and I called Chuck and I said, yo, my sugar's 272. What the hell's in this thing? He says, oh, don't worry, it's making an adjustment. Adjustment?
I know, it's
It
a lot
almost
of
killed
stuff.
me.
How was your weekend?
It was.
Are you feeling better?
I am feeling better. I'm like randomly got strep. The first round of antibiotics didn't work, so I had to go back and get a new round of antibiotics. And then around Saturday night, I started feeling better, and I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go. I have a friend who manages a tiki bar, so I was like, I'll go get a drink and some food at this tiki bar. And so I did that by myself.
Where's the tiki bar?
It's in Pompano.
Something good place for remote?
Yeah, actually, it's right off the beach. It's nice. Like I like to go at night just because it's a little bit cooler. They have like sports games and stuff playing. It's pretty nice.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
A summer remote at a tiki bar.
That'd be fun.
So I did that, and then Sunday I laid in bed.
Bed rotting.
Yep, I love to bed rot. I watched like 3 seasons of How I Met Your Mother.
What
you
a
guys
good
still
show.
like that? It's
So
still a
good.
cult classic?
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I've seen it so many times.
How about you, Nathan? How was your weekend?
It was pretty basic. Didn't really do much.
You guys got plans for 4th of July? Anyone doing anything great?
I'm going home.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. See the family for a little bit.
Nice. What are you doing? Anything?
I don't know yet.
Okay. I know what you're doing.
What am I doing?
I don't know what you do every 4th of July.
What you just said. What am I doing?
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know what I'm doing. I am.
We shall see. Oh,
What are
Grace,
you
thank
doing?
you. I don't know.
You don't know? Oh, I know what you're doing.
What am I doing? I said I can't do it. I did this weekend. Foods to avoid. Yes, grains. Holy cow.
I say there's a lot.
To avoid grains, legumes, nightshade vegetables, eggs, dairy, nuts. See, this is everything I eat. There's no other food left. Foods to eat: vegetables, fruit. What's a tuber? Anyone know what a tuber is? Sweet potatoes, taro, yams. Okay, I could do that.
I think the list of what you can eat is
Fermented
shorter.
probiotic, non-dairy based
Well, that's
fermented.
what this diet does, and you introduce it back slowly. So you start at like base level and then introduce things back. So instead of cutting it out,
Yeah, but the problem is that Dawn takes a different medication every week, or some kind of, she sees J-Lo and she takes her stuff, and then she gets, what is it? You should
Things to
ashwagandha.
avoid. That's everything that I eat.
Ashwagandha.
That's insane.
Ashwagandha. Did you take
Yeah, I'm
that?
allergic to it.
And
No,
she's
not recently.
No, but you took it because you saw J-Lo
Yeah,
sucking
they
it
came
down.
out with this commercial called Zen Gen, the Zen Gen gummies for Goli. I haven't seen those like only one, but I guess it made a lot of people.
So she
sick.
comes in, she's like, I'm not feeling well. Well, what'd you take? Zen. Huh? And she
Zen Gen.
introduces stuff every week.
I took like
so
4
you never
of
know
them.
if it's the food
Of
or the stuff she's
ashwagandha?
taking.
I took 2 ashwagandha and 2 overall
Apparently-
chewies.
Ashwagandha, like I have a friend who was like, he's like bodybuilding, and he was taking ashwagandha, and he was like, I'm so angry. And I was like, why are you, like, he was just regular, like, nothing had happened.
Like a roid rage, kind of?
Yeah, ashwagandha, like, is, like, it's natural, but it, like,
There's something in it.
It is supposed to calm you, except for, like sometimes it, like, it mixes with men's testosterone and makes them, like, really, really angry. I think it can make women, like, depressed and feel sick.
It made me so sick.
It's
I
a
went to the
weird
emergency room. It made me so sick.
Yeah, I know a lady that takes it and she lives by it, and then her co-worker takes it and she got so violently ill and got angry when she got ill that they had to stop it in the facility because she got violent.
That's the thing with, like, these like popular, like, vitamins and drugs that people take, is like, because it's a cure-all for some people, and they're like, oh, I swear by it. And then everybody else starts taking it. It's supposed to, like, help you, like, lose weight or gain muscle.
It's like Ozempic. You see what happened with Ozempic now?
I hear people singing the praises, and people are living longer lives because their kidney functions better.
I know
their
people
liver's
that
better.
take it and it changed their whole personality and they changed their body, and then they came up with a fake Ozempic, which they're warning,
They
do
changed their
not take
personality
it.
and body for the better.
For the worse.
Why?
I don't know. First of all, my doctor wanted me to take it. I said, no, I'm not taking it. But I saw people good, better, and different. I saw Weight Watchers decided to team up with Ozempic. Now that doesn't make any sense.
Well,
Why do you
taking
need?
it just to get skinny.
Yeah, that's why they are taking
Change
it.
their lifestyle. Like they'll wake
They
up
do.
earlier, walk, like eat clean.
And you're never hungry.
Yeah.
But you know, it's
an
funny.
appetite
I don't gain weight because I'm hungry. The metformin makes sure I'm never hungry. But that's not why. I like food. I like to enjoy the flavors of the different things they put together. No, you see, you don't
Freddie's
enjoy it.
nutrition facts.
That's not true. Because when we have pancakes, I said, Dawn, put the fork down. Remember this?
There are
Eat it with your
certain things I
hands.
enjoy.
And she had it all running. She says, you know, this tastes pretty good. It's how you approach food.
But that list, great. Yeah, it's everything it's true.
You can't eat it.
They say you have to stick to it for 30 days. And
Oh.
then after 30 days, you introduce, like, one more thing for 30 days.
Wow.
So you can't, like, do it a week at a time. You have to do it for long periods.
Have you gotten an allergy test?
No.
Well,
might
maybe.
help.
Maybe.
She's not going
we
to.
start there.
She's not going to.
Why?
Because you don't understand, Dawn. Dawn loves the puzzle. She wakes up and says, how do I make my life a puzzle today that I cannot figure it out? And she walks around like this and says, let me try this stick. Yeah, right.
I did. Chuck was like, why don't you go to allergy test? And I'm like, oh, one more thing. Let me just figure it out on my own. But I can't seem to figure it out.
But then
on
you
my own.
change your meds. And they give you too much. And then they give you too little. And then I got to work with you. Oh, it's like a yo-yo. Oh.
I know.
I see you every day, and I can tell you you're eating something you shouldn't be eating. Stop eating nuts. I don't even know when the hell that started.
I stopped eating nuts. All the protein bars, you know, like Quest bars and all the protein bars are all made with almond paste or almond something. So, right? That's all nuts. So I stopped those.
Are you allergic to nuts?
I didn't think so.
Anything you eat a ton of, you're going to get allergic to. Anything. And when she eats a protein bar because she's going to go run her 7 miles a day. And that's what she does. And
I
then she
decided
wonders
yesterday
why.
working out, you just have to give into the sweat in summer.
That's the other
You can't
thing.
work out and not
She doesn't
sweat.
wanna
You just
sweat.
I
gotta-
actually walked last night at like 8 and didn't really sweat. It was like nice.
That's nice.
That is nice.
You know
Just
what you
gotta
do?
give
I
into
tell
the
you what you do.
sweat.
I want you to run around your block, through your house, through the shower, and keep
Like
running.
when you walk in the middle of the day, you don't sweat.
I do.
How do you come back not sweating? I clean the studio and I'm shiny.
Because in the beginning you sweat, and then your body accumulates the heat. It's the thinning of your blood. I don't understand you because you've been here longer than me. So when I walk, the further I go. But when I walk down to Yamato, of course I sweat.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But you do it, you come back, no big deal. You're like, whatever. Is that the farmer in you?
Yeah, it's the farmer in me. I'm looking for my cow. What do you mean? It is no big deal. If you're gonna work out, you're gonna sweat.
You gotta just give in to the sweat. You just gotta know that it is what it is.
But that's part of the equation. No sweat, no gain, right?
True. Yeah. True.
Right. When you're on a skateboard and you're skateboarding, do you sweat?
Oh, I walk now, but I'm not boarding anymore. I just walk.
What happened?
I forgot. It's not very for me. I need to exercise. I don't go out that much. I need to exercise.
So you walk from here to Meisner.
That's a nice walk.
Yeah, from here to there, I get about 5,000 to 6,000 steps. So.
How long
That's
does it
what I
take?
get. From here to Yamato is 6,000 steps. You mean you'll walk to Yamato? Same difference. And you can ride your skateboard back too.
How long does it take for you to walk there?
If I'm hoofing it, maybe like 20 minutes maybe.
That's not bad.
But if I'm being lazy, I just think about like 30 minutes. Or if it's raining, then even longer.
Well, that's the other problem. I went
Not so bad.
to Costco because Linda had to get a flat fix. So I went to Costco and she said, "Oh, let's walk." No. Why? I said, "Because I don't want to eat." She says, "I didn't say eat. Let's go walk." Do you know what Costco is? It is a trap.
Oh, you going there, you're going to eat.
You're gonna go
You're
eat
gonna eat.
the free samples, and they're all not good for you. There isn't one sample that's good for you. They have cheese, they got carbs, they got this. No. So I sat there and she walked. But when I walked through like Walmart and all that, 5,000-6,000 steps easy. Easy.
You don't buy anything? If I walked through Walmart, I would spend $5,000-$6,000. No, I'm kidding. Every step would be $1.
No.
Every Friday or Saturday, so often I walk. I take my daily walks to go to either Walmart because there's Walmart near me, or to a local comic shop, and that's like from here to Walmart and back, it's about 7,000, 8,000 steps up, but the comic shop's about 13,000 to 15,000 steps back.
So you can you control yourself in Walmart not to buy anything?
13 to 15,000 steps.
I don't know to spend, dude.
Well, that's one way of controlling your spending fee.
Oh my gosh, I remember when kids were little babies and I'd go to Target to buy diapers. Hundreds and hundreds
Never
of
go
dollars
with a
of
child.
things
Never.
that you did not need.
No.
I used to go shopping at 2:30 in the morning when it came out of the bar. That way I got what I wanted and I didn't have to spend extra money. If I take my 2 boys, forget about it.
So I saw this cute activity for kids. Oh, it's kind of cute. You take all their little toys, fill it in a bucket with water, and you freeze it. And then the next morning, you take the kids outside, right? And they spend the entire day, in a hot summer day, trying to unfreeze all the toys that were there. Whether it's with water or the sun or paintbrushes. Although I did see a kid with a drill. Can't tell you that's the best idea. But like all the toy mallets and things that they get.
You know, you're not wrong, because I remember I did that back when I was younger. Me and my brother used to like freeze our toys, just play around with them for the reason. I don't know what we're
It's kind of a cool
What do
idea,
you
though.
Wait a minute. What do you use to freeze it?
Water.
I know, but in what contraption?
Water, a cup,
Like in a container, a bowl.
a bowl, container, a bin, anything that holds water in it.
And then the next day they have to watch it melt?
No, they had to get the toys out. They dig it out. It's like going on an adventure with your own toys.
How do you dig something out of an ice thing without
gotta melt.
smacking it?
Yeah, you do a
smack
mallet.
it.
You smack
Or
it.
you can scrape it.
That breaks the toy.
No, because they're like
like rubber
they're like
toys.
rubber or plastic toys. They're not gonna break.
They've done it too, like they have the Elsa doll and it's like, Elsa froze me. Get me out.
I think that's kind of, think about your
I'm
little
gonna try that
boys.
with Joey.
Right?
Children's toys have gotten so intricate.
Yeah,
They're kind of
it's
high
insane.
Tech, they're high tech.
They are. There's one where you like, it comes in like a cauldron and you have to like pour water on top of the cauldron and then it smokes.
That's crazy.
Oh,
I've seen that.
I know what you're talking about. It's so elaborate.
You like that toy, don't you?
I don't know how that toy.
Yeah, you like that toy.
Please.
You want it for your birthday. I know you do. You like cauldrons. Yeah, bubbly.
Yo, she's not wrong. Children's toys are like coming from my experience. So back in the day, well, my day, I don't know about y'all. Toys were a lot more simple. I guess in a way. Like for example, do you remember those like old school Transformers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like a simple 2-step, like 1, 2, done. Not anymore.
I've never seen a 2-step transformer.
Or Beyblades.
Oh, Beyblades.
Do you remember Beyblades? It was literally just
Yeah.
it was a ripcord and this little spinny top, and that was, and they were plastic arenas.
At our Christmas party, the power went out, and we put batteries in the lights and had a huge Beyblade tournament in the producer room.
Yeah, the simple things that you guys liked out of all the toys that were here.
But they were just playing with Beyblades for like an hour.
I know, like
That sounds cool.
at least when
Waiting
I
for
was
the
like
power to
a
come
high
back
tech
on.
toy when I was a kid was like a Barbie pool that you just put water in.
Yeah.
For me, it was like one of those like a little eye robots. I think it was called.
Oh,
those.
they did make. At least I know in middle, it was like my 8th grade year, like our technical class, like you'd build like bridges and stuff like that. But there was one year that we had Lego robots.
Oh, those were awesome.
Those were cool.
Those
So I
were
guess
awesome.
we did have high tech toys, but they were expensive.
They were.
Nowadays, like high tech toys are like $30.
My high-tech toy was G.I. Joe with a Kung Fu grip. It's true. That was the
There
most
were no
expensive
high-tech
toy.
toys, right?
No.
So things, but I thought the Frozen toys was kind of cute.
Yeah.
Like the
It's
simple
cute.
things. We get so complicated with our kids and their toys.
Joey would figure out the mathematical formula of melting this thing in a car or something.
Well, he's Gio's son, so yeah, I don't know how
right,
they're going to keep
these
up with
kid-
him.
And what about Rowan? They'll probably swallow it and shoot it out of his butt, melt it.
Well, that's the other thing. You got to be careful that if the toys are age appropriate, that you're going to freeze when they take them out. They don't swallow them.
They're a little bit.
A lot of
scary.
complications to being a grandparent.
I can see Rowan putting it in a glass, having a glass of water. He says, well, if we're going to have ice, we might as well enjoy it.
Oh, I was watching something that says if you put an amethyst in water and then you let it charge in the sunlight and then you drink it before you go to bed, apparently it gets you to this whole alpha theta wave situation.
Because you're high.
An amethyst, a crystal in water is going to
Gets
get you high?
yeah.
Why? The
That's what
energy
they
from the
say.
crystal?
That's the room. I don't know. Let's try it.
I thought
you
about
can drink
it.
that too. So you get highs.
I thought about doing it. I'm like, no,
Are you
you
gonna
might
do that
not
too?
sleep all
This is what I'm
night.
telling you. She swallows stuff. Yeah, why don't you try that? Why don't you swallow the amethyst and then you don't have to worry about the water?
That and the ashwagandha. I don't know. There's got to be other people like me that do things.
Oh no,
but
there's
yet-
nobody like you.
But yet, but we don't know. Good morning.
There's no
Sarge.
one like
All right, you ready to wrap this up?
Sarge.
We're doing, we got
You know,
a show to
talking
record.
about games, remember we have talked about electronic football? Right, that thing that vibrates and they play that? We talked about electronic football, the game. Well, I saw it on TikTok. You know, you got me hooked on this TikTok thing. And they hold the electronic football championships. Grown men. And these are multi-millionaires. They were talking about the millions that they own. Grown men playing on the table this size for a trophy about this big. And they spent the whole weekend away in Tennessee at a hotel playing this game. There was over 300 people playing this game. I cannot believe how complicated these simple games have turned. So I'm thinking of buying one.
A lot of complications.
I want to see if I could play it. It's hard to play these games. These are games from back in the day and they bring them forward.
I love that I'm sitting in the back doing work, writing contracts and doing all these things. What are you doing?
Anyway.
He's playing football.
Anyway.
Like,
I'm
really?
practicing.
All right, let's wrap this up. More to come, midday show. Have a great morning, everyone. Happy Monday. We'll see you in a little bit.
Don't be late. Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.